Right. I wonder, you know what? So in the past life, I wanted to be a voiceover. So I wonder how much she gets paid. And I wonder how much Siri gets paid, because that's a huge job, right? For just quick little audio or bits. This is good stuff. All right, guys, we'll get started in just a couple minutes. Welcome to our guests. We'll do official introductions in just a minute. Hello, Carol. Hello to any guest.
Elias.
Yo, what's up, bud?
My goddad actually does voiceovers for the Calm app. He makes some pretty good money.
For the Calm app?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. I love it.
You might want to check into it. You know, I know as if your calendar doesn't have enough color on it, but you know.
So Patrick Nissim, bro, I think we should start our own voiceover company and charge people for our services. So
and I think you might be onto something.
Right?
Yo, sign me up, man. Sign me up. I'm with you.
Listen to all the people like, wait a minute, I got a great voice. Hi, 98.1 Smooth Jazz, right? Oh, this is good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys, we'll get started in 2 more minutes. Good to see all your faces. We have about 50 people in the room, right? 48 people in the room right now. So we'll get started in just a couple quick minutes. So good to see everyone. Good to see everyone.
Karina, I'll make you the host.
Can I be the host? I got to share stuff. All right. So is Brentwood in the house today? I see the camera up. It's there's a hand. Okay. Walnut Creek. How many people in the Walnut Creek office today? Just 2? All right. And Jen holding it down for where? Oakland? Okay. All right. All right. I swear to God, can somebody take themselves off of mute and make some noise, please? Because this is way too quiet. It's freaking me out. Please, somebody.
Good morning.
Hey, you gotta be careful with that.
All right. Like, man, I was a little worried. All right, guys, we'll give it 1 more minute. We'll go ahead and get started. Good to see everybody. Joaquin, what's happening, buddy? You ready for your triathlon?
Here we are. Good morning, everybody.
When is it, brother?
September 25th.
Woo! Now,
How long have you been having to train for that, man? I feel like that's like a lot of training. A lot of training.
Maybe a month and a half, 2 months, but when it gets time to it, it'll be a total of about 3 or 4 months.
Wow, that's crazy.
And that's running, biking, and swimming?
Correct.
Yeah, but the swimming. So I want to ask a question, because we've had this conversation before on group coaching. How many of you feel right now in your current health and your current, physical capabilities could swim a half a mile? That's my hand going down. Okay.
Mine too.
Kelly O'Gorman. Okay. Jason, you could swim a whole half a mile right now, bro? Wow. I just don't know.
I'd be struggling to do a lap.
Again, I can't even float. Yeah, I don't know how to swim. Okay. Yeah, a half a mile, bro. That's crazy. So for the people that don't know, Joaquin, we just want to support you, bro. What is the triathlon that you're doing? Tell us a little bit about the details.
Yeah, so I'll be doing like a sprint triathlon. There's different levels to it. I'm doing like the baby one, but I'm going to be doing it for charity. So basically, I'll be raising money for a rural area or a rural community in El Salvador, where I was born, and to help that community just build homes and offer scholarships to those kids in that area.
Let's give Joaquin a giant round of applause, dude. And my man, tell us about the details. How far of a bike ride, how far of a run, and how far of a swim?
So it's going to be a 0.5 mile swim. And then from there, it's going to be a 10-mile bike ride. I thought it was 24, but it's really 10. And then I'm going to finish it up with a 4-mile run. So again, it's a baby one. There's different levels to it, but I'm going to be, trying to work my way up all the way as far as I can.
Bro, there is nothing baby about that. Like, no matter who you are, man. So hats off to you. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a great start to your week. Want to first off shout out some of our guests on the line today, do a quick introduction. So let's go over to Joseph Chin. Joseph Chin is a friend of Jen's and is a friend of AB, who's Jen's sister. So Joseph, introduce yourself really quick and congratulations on getting your license.
Oh yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Joseph and born and raised in San Francisco. And got into real estate last year. This year. Last year I was laid off due to the pandemic, which was probably a blessing in disguise. I went through a couple road trips, and then beginning of this year I was going to do a career change. So studied real estate, passed the exam, and here I am today.
Awesome, brother. Well, welcome. He came to coaching yesterday. He's here today. So hopefully being in this environment and seeing how we operate and how we communicate will help you come to a decision on where you're going to land. So welcome, my man. Let's go over to Miss Carol Higgins. Hi, Carol. I'm Elias. I'm the Director of Sales and Coaching. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Great to be here. I'm actually in Santa Clarita Valley, about 40 miles north of Los Angeles. But I am all over the place. I was just up in your neck of the woods this weekend for a Giants game and having a good time up there with my daughter. And yeah, I'm really excited to hear more about this and yeah, see what it's all about.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, welcome. Welcome. I'm from Southern California originally. I'm from San Diego. So welcome. Thanks for being here. Do we have any other guests on the line today? No? All right, cool, you guys. While you're here, make sure, as always, you guys drop your wins and your shout outs in the chat below. That way we can share that with the rest of the team. Hey, Daniel Johnson, you look really sexy, bro, but can you turn your camera off? Thank you. All right, guys, so let's go ahead. If you have wins, shout outs, and also if you're newer to these events and to this meeting, make sure to drop your IG handle down below. That way we can all stay connected. So let me pull up my slides in just a moment here. All right, thank you, Dewey, appreciate that. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Sorry about all my tabs open as always. All right, so let's do this. Obviously, drop all your wins and your shout outs down below, and let's get right into this. Once again, welcome Carol Higgins and welcome to Joseph. I'm going to turn it over to our Oracle for just a quick moment. I'm going to turn it over to Karina for a quick teaching moment of the week.
I don't really have anything prepared for you guys for this specifically, more of a reminder. So please, please, please self-select to mask when you're indoors, like at the office or open houses or whatever. Obviously, I loved seeing most of you at the event last week outside, and it was lovely. But when you're indoors, please be aware. And same thing for at open houses. That is the main COVID guideline for realtors right now is to mask up while you're at your open houses.
Yes, and it's unfortunate that we're still here, but we're definitely not out of the woods. There's been people on the team that are unfortunately have gotten sick. There's people that are currently sick. And so we still have to do our part and make sure that we're being safe. So I want to ask a quick question before we get into production and before we get into any of our stats. How many of you guys are currently watching the Olympics? Please raise your hand if you're watching the Olympics. Huge fan of the Olympics, but this year is a milestone for the Olympics because what is something that is in the Olympics for the very first time? If you think about the history of the sport, like to think it's in the Olympics now, it's crazy.
Is it breakdancing?
Say again?
Breakdancing?
Is breakdancing is it?
They were talking about it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No, but it's actually one of the, that would be fucking cool. Right. I'm talking about skateboarding, right? And to think about this, we were talking about this in coaching yesterday. To think about, I'm 41 years old. So when I seen this era of skateboarding develop, I asked this on coaching yesterday. So I want to ask everybody, what comes to mind when we talk about skateboarding for you guys? What comes to mind? Throw anything out there. Take yourself off of mute. When you think about skateboarding, what comes to mind? Alternative music. Okay, what else? I heard something was kind of blurry.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk. Yeah, who else? What else?
The Pool Kids.
The Pool Kids, yeah.
No, the whole, I said the Cool Kids.
Oh, the Cool Kids, yeah.
But also the Pool Kids.
Yeah, a counterculture. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I love that you said that. For me, it's punk rock. For me, it represents Southern California. For me, it represents like, I'm a rebel. I'm going to do things my way and the system, right? That's what I think about when I think about skateboarding. To think now in 2021 that it's actually in the Olympics and that you have these kids that came from the streets and said, you know what, I just want to ride. I just want to listen to some good music and I want to go out there and do my thing and create it my way. it reminds me of what we've done here at Fast Real Estate, right? We created something that is vastly different, that is ours, that is funky, that is fresh, that is innovative, and look at what we've become. We went from 12 agents, look around, we're now at 150 agents, and we're on pace to break and shatter our goals, on pace to do $1 billion in production next year. It's crazy. So love seeing stories like that and what can happen, because it's a pure story of anything is possible. Anything is possible. You would have thought from a Nash skateboard in 1988, like, oh, how is this going to ever be in the Olympics? And look where it is now, right? This punk rock mentality of I'm going to do things my way, this counterculture, like Kevin said, and look at where we are. So anything is possible. Be whoever you want to be, test the norm, push the norm, and know that you guys can create whatever you want in your life and your business. So thought I'd share those thoughts with you. Let's get right back into production. All right, guys. So productivity and escrows. For the guests on the line today, we feature people that not only are in contract, but people that have done the work behind the scenes that will eventually lead to them getting into contract. So first up is hours working on your business. This is items such as working on your MailChimp, working on your marketing campaigns. Kim Tran came in at number 1. Great job, Kim. Gabrielle came in at number 2. Great job, Gabrielle. Ronnie Escalante at number 3. The Glam Agent at number 4. And Miss Ginger Jordan, the Flower Power, came in at number 5. So great job, everybody. Let's take a look at hours working in your business. Now, once again, you guys know that this is income producing activities and this is prospecting. Kevin Magnan, my man, stepping up in a big way. He logged 29 hours of prospecting this last week. Right behind him is one of our newer agents, Brittany, came in at number 2. Right behind her is Kim at number 3. And Demean and Joey tied for number 4. Joey, I don't know why your picture's sideways, but great job, you guys, putting in the hour behind the scenes, and it's showing up in your production. So really, really good job. Let's take a look at who is out there showing homes. Buyer showings that were recorded, Amy Imhoff and Kevin Magna were tied for first place with 17 showings. So great job to both of you. Christina Darrow, she came in at number 2. Demean came in at number 3. And once again, Brittany made the leaderboard coming at number 4. So let's give everyone a round of applause that made the CISU leaderboard and say, great job, you guys, appreciate you, and really, really good work behind the scenes. All right, now let's get into new escrows. So for the category of below 550,000, we have Gurpreet. Congratulations. We have Julie and Roxanne. We have Mauricio. We have Dewey. I wanted to turn it over to Gurpreet to talk about this transaction. Gurpreet, if you would, you have had an amazing year. Why don't you talk about this particular transaction? We'll give you the mic for a minute.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, this client I have been working with for a few months. They were a tough one, actually. We had gotten into contract before, fell out because the property had foundational issues, seller wouldn't budge. We then got into another contract, and this one was a condo with no competition on it, which was really, really nice. And yeah, super happy for my clients, and super excited to get them into their first home.
And wait, so you said there was no competition on this condo?
Nope, 0.
How long was the condo on the market?
About 7 days.
Love it, love it.
Yeah.
One and done, one offer, and you guys win.
Yep, one and done.
Awesome, awesome. Congratulations, Gurpreet. And we're going to talk about this in a moment here. And Kenny, I know that we have a list of all of our anniversaries, but Gurpreet, you just celebrated your anniversary with us. It is crazy to think that it's been a year already, but you guys, as cute as that is, I'm getting somebody's baby in the background. Can you mute yourself? Okay, thank you. So Gurpreet, we wanted to tell you what an amazing year you've had. Thank you for all your contributions to this team. Thank you for helping us build the brand. It's been exciting seeing you build your own brand. So congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, let's continue on. Let's go over to, let's see here. All right, let me present that. Mauricio and Dewey got into contract again. So congratulations, gentlemen. Let's go over to the 550,000 to 750,000. And I'm going to turn the mic over to Sasha. So Sasha, man, you've came out of the gate swinging. I think you have a really good approach on what you're doing. Sasha's not on right now, so I'm going to turn it over to Rebecca. Rebecca, are you on?
Good morning. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, let's have you talk about this deal.
This was a referral to Kenny and I, actually, that I think I spoke about during Zillow training. They referred her to another realtor, didn't like them, found her own. I still kept in touch. She wasn't happy with that realtor and they came back to us. So we finally got her into contract. It was a great long battle, but finally a lot of offers put in with this one.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You've had tremendous success. Loved seeing you with your daughter the other day and getting to meet the dog and everything. So thanks for coming out last week.
Thank you. It was great. Thanks.
All right, guys, let's keep cruising on. New escrows from 750,000 to 999,000. When this dude is not out there being a professional golfer, he's out there, closing deals. So great job. He's not on the line today, our professional golfer. So I'm turning over to Mauricio to talk about this deal. Mauricio, go ahead and take it away, brother. Talk about this.
Hey, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can, loud and clear, bro.
All right, for sure. So this was actually a deal that we got in contract all the way out in Antioch. These clients were referred to me by, I forget by who, Jatin, I think that's how you say his name. And I was actually in San Diego and I couldn't show these clients houses. And I know that Ray wants to, be more on the, he wants to learn. And so I brought him on and I've kind of been taking the lead and have him CC'd like on all emails and all communications. So he knows how I work. I broke down the offer, how all that stuff works too. And yeah, we got in contract. This property was on the market, I think listed at 830. And then at first they didn't really get the offers that they were looking for. I think they were looking for something close to 900. So it was too much. And then the listing agent reached out to me and then she asked me, if my clients were still interested. So we came back at 875 and then, yeah, got it ratified and we should be closing pretty soon. So,
So for the people in the back of the room, Mauricio, how many deals does that make it for this year?
I think when this one closes, I think that'll be with my other escrows when they all close too. I think that'll be 14 escrows.
And how many deals did you do total last year?
Last year, I think I ended at 13 and I went 2 pending into this year. So, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So 25 is the goal for this year?
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. So we'll, I think we can definitely make it pop off. So that's the goal.
Good, I love it. I absolutely love it. Who put that in the chat room right now? If Raymond was with his father, that's if you were at the company gathering last week, that's going to stick around for some time because Raymond walked up and he had his backpack on and he's with Ben and Ben's super tall. Like it could be his son. So we've been running with that joke all week. So Demean, thank you for the laughs. Let's get right back into this, you guys. Mauricio, congratulations, bro, on an amazing, amazing year so far.
Thank you.
All right, so new escrows from $1 million plus. We had Demean with the $1 million deal. We had Walter and Kate at $1,010,000. I think we should be like team weight because we also have team Pooey on the board for $1,050,000. So congratulations to all of our $1 million contestants, whatever that was. I'm going to turn the mic over to actually to Demean, and then I'll turn it over to Dewey because Dewey's always got something to say. So Demean, let's talk about this deal.
Hey. Yeah, I met this client maybe about a month ago. Got a Zillow Flex call, wanted to see a fixer in Pinole. And he was telling me how he did flips kinda and how he was thinking about moving up here from Southern California with his family because his parents live in the Pinole area. And yeah, I didn't really think much of it just because he was out of the area and I didn't know what would become of it. Stayed in contact with him. He wanted to go see 3 homes last Thursday, the day of my squad meeting. So I had to tell Eric, I'm like, Thundercats, I won't be there. And Eric is on me. He was like, man, don't do that shit. Schedule outside of our meeting. I was like, I got to go do it. My bad. I'm sorry. I felt bad. But then the second home that we went to go see last Thursday, it was the one. He had his wife on FaceTime and they loved it. swimming pool in the backyard, hot tub, all the shit. And yeah, they really loved it and wanted to make an offer. And the negotiation phase is what really like put it over the top for me, and where my client really valued me in the process. I just weeded through the bullshit for him that the seller's agent was giving me. And she was really just trying to dig for the most money she could for her client. And, you know, I could have like showed our full hand and told him, yeah, 1.1, yeah, for sure, we can go up to that and it's all good. Let's do it. But I wanted to save my client as much money as I could, knowing what I know about the market and about bullshit agents. And I ended up getting it for them for less than they would have had to pay if I wouldn't have done that much work and gone the extra mile. So my client was hella happy that I went that extra mile for him, and we ended up getting in contract. And yeah.
I love it. I love it. And just for the people in the back of the room, wasn't your last deal over $1 million?
$1,050,000.
$1,050,000. So, and that was your biggest deal in your career, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're backing it up with another $1 million deal,
yeah.
man.
So this, if I wouldn't have had the $1,050,000, this one would have been my biggest deal to date. So yeah, I'm super grateful for the opportunity, for the whole team, just again being there for me and letting me be in this space. I appreciate it.
I love it, bro. And inquiring minds want to know, how's that beautiful baby doing?
Oh man, clinging to mama like crazy, but you know, I'm campaigning for my spot in her life.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations. We love seeing you succeed, and you know, you've taken this opportunity and you've truly ran with it, man. So really, really great job. Let's go over to Pooey. I know Dewey's got a lot to say, so Dewey, let's turn the mic over to you, my man.
I mean, just a screen, but this is Peter did this all by himself, like straight up. This is his sister. So he should talk about this.
Okay, cool. Peter, you there? Well, Peter can't talk about it because he's not on the call today, Dewey. So you want to talk on his behalf?
They're in a contract. There's multiple, I think it was multiple offers, but it happened while we were at Dancing Sauce, or Porno Bar, and after the Team Fast get together.
Okay. Very cool. Well, congratulations. I'm going to turn it over to Kate.
His first $1 million deal.
Who's his?
Yeah.
Attaboy. Love it. Love it. And Kate, you guys have had this great alliance. You and Walt, you know, Dewey and Peter have this great alliance. You have people like Roxanne and Julie that have formed an alliance. You guys got in contract for over $1 million. So Kate, you want to talk about this deal?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So actually, I'm representing the buyer in this transaction and Walt's representing the seller. So this is our first time actually not working together as a team, right? But it's been great. Yeah, it's been interesting. But yeah, Walt and I have done, I think together, close to 15 deals so far. We're working on, I think we have a handful of other clients right now that we're working on together. So it's been really amazing.
So Kate, and I love this story. So how long have you been in real estate now?
8 years.
8 years. And prior to this year, how many deals did you partner up on?
Well, I had a business partner a couple of years back, but more recently when I didn't partner on any deals.
Wow. So definitely seeing a shift in your business, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, you guys, I highly encourage you, and there's some people that have been in this game for a while, and that the thought and idea of partnership has never really even been, you know, front of mind, because I will tell you this, leverage the heck out of your team. You know, Jen's somebody that partners on tons of deals. I see it across the board. I see these new, you know, alliances forming. You guys, it's a great way to leverage and scale your business. So Kate, hats off to you and Walt, and great job, you know, representing both sides. So let's continue cruising on. We have a first escrow of the week, or excuse me, for career with us. I don't know if Shazzy is on, but Shazzy is working full time. She wrote an offer on a home for her and her fiance, and they got it accepted up in the Sacramento area. So when you guys see her, she's not online today, give her a huge shout out and congratulate her on her official first sale. All right, so let's go into some company stats. Now, we had last week the biggest week that we've ever had as a company. And then this week, we had one of the slowest weeks that we've ever had as a company. Now, mind you, Kenny and I are saying, and John said this earlier, if our slowest week is on the tail end of our busiest week, okay, we'll take that. We know that this is not the norm for us. But when I wanted to share something with you, when we're looking at our pending volume, when we're looking at our closed sales for the year, if you add up our closed volume, our pending volume, and our listings that are currently on the market, our total production right now as a company is 407,538,185. How many of you know what our yearly goal is this year? As a company, we've shared this goal over and over and over. How many people can tell us what our
500 million? Half a bill.
Yeah, so 500 million is our goal, and only being August right now, or excuse me, July right now, we are on pace to absolutely shatter that goal and get closer and closer to that $1 billion mark. So really great job, you guys. We know that doing 12 escrows, it's crazy to think that that's a slow week for us, but it's fine. I know that next week is going to be a way better week for us. So just want to say great job. Nonetheless, even if it was a slower week, we're still pacing to have an absolutely amazing year. So great job. Kenny, anything you want to chime in on that?
Yeah, I mean, we missed it. I guess Kelly and Ben had a really big deal too. I think informed me about it. maybe I didn't get Karina's hands.
Yeah, let me know about these deals, guys, please. I feel like a broken record here. Please help me.
I figured Ben.
Okay.
So got good news. In the month of July, so I can't share that thing. I shared it on Instagram. It went away, but I can't share that on my wall. But EXP is kind of changing the conversation around, the recruiting stuff and focus more on, like, our agents are very, very successful. If you haven't heard already, like, I think we will be the #1 team in California for the year. The #1 team last year is at EXP for Nevada. The #1 team in Utah, 1,700 deals last year, is EXP. So EXP has a lot of big teams. And then us Team Fast last month, we closed 93 deals at 63.871 million. We were the #1 producing team at EXP for the month of July. And based on this trend, we have $91 million in contract. We're by far the #1 team. And the cool part is, I think we brought on about 80 agents this year, because 50 in the last couple months, not anyone's in production yet. So literally just based on last year's roster, we already have #1 team. So it's really cool when you're out there, for introducing people to the company. We're very much a production focused company.
And to be able to share that, like I've always said this from day one, that we're a championship team, and you guys, to be able to say that you guys are #1 in the country of over 60,000 agents out there, that's, with teams, like, give yourself a fucking giant round of applause, right? It's like, yeah, the vision is here, but you guys understand the vision, and you guys are out in the streets and in the trenches. So congrats to you. So yeah, let's turn it over to Kelly. And Kelly, if it's not on my sheet by Monday night, it doesn't get put on the board. But while we set it and we're going to talk about it, we'll put your name in lights next week. $2.3 million. Is this your third official deal? Third official deal. $2.3 million. Kelly, go off. Talk about this for a minute.
Yeah, Ben got this lead, and so I went and showed them 6 houses in Lafayette, Orinda, Moraga, and Alamo a week and a half ago. And then offers were due on one on Tuesday. They loved it, and we actually didn't even offer list price. And they countered back because we had a 21-day close and a 7-day inspection contingency. So they wanted us to come up, and we came up less than the other party came up, but we removed all contingencies because inspections had already been done. And the sellers just wanted the most sure thing and accepted our offer. And our clients are super stoked because they feel like they got a great deal. And yeah.
Love it. Love it. Kenny, just help me remember, is our biggest deal 2.4? Or no, is it 3?
It's at 2.8 to 3 range. I think.
So you're definitely within.
Eric had it. Had it.
You're definitely within the top 5 of largest deals within the company history. So Kelly, great job. Congratulations. And Kelly's partnered with Jen and I on a deal. I'm sure she's going to do more deals with Jen and I. She's partnering with Ben, and she's learning, she's leveraging, she's growing. So hats off to you, Kelly. $2.3 million. That is amazing. So really, really good job.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, so let's get into the fast rate of the week. So I'd be remiss, obviously, you know, all personal side aside, like this is something that is absolutely incredible, no matter who you are in the business, where you are in the business. So Jennifer is celebrating 60th transaction. She's actually now on 61 in less than 2 years. I wrote here that she's focused, she's driven, she's a mentor, she's one of the Team Fast original OGs. She's a super mom, mother hustler. So wanted to give you the mic for a second and let you know that we're honoring you for the week. So again,
Less than years.
One more time, brother, you're breaking up.
We're both at 2 years and like 9 months or something like that.
Yeah, but when we based it on when did she actually got into her first contract. So she did that within 60 deals within 2 years. Yeah, so Jen, take the mic for a second.
Well, you know, I hate being put on the spot, but for those who know me, I'm not much of a talker. I'm more of a closer, but yeah, I don't know. It's been a crazy journey. And I think the best decision I've made probably in the last few years is actually contacting Kenny. Contact him on Instagram while I was taking my license during, you know, I had like an early life crisis on what I was going to do with my life because I didn't want to become an attorney. So I think after that first probably dinner with Kenny, I didn't even interview any other brokerages. I just knew like, this is who I want to align with. This is who the team I'm putting my faith in. And I think it's the best thing that ever happened. So thanks, Kenny, for the opportunity. Thank you, Karina, for always being there since day one. It's just crazy. So yeah, I mean, I guess I would say an advice to like any new agent, don't be too jaded. Like take anything you can get because every transaction is a learning opportunity. You know, at one point I was just like, well, I only want to focus on certain price points, but if it weren't for those lot listing, those 500,000, those $300,000 deals, I wouldn't even know how to deal with a $2 million client or a $1 million client. Even till this day, like I'm not jaded. I just went to go look at a lot in West Oakland. It's probably going to be like 200,000, but and probably sit on the market for like 3 years. But so what? Because that will lead to other opportunities, and I'm going to learn from that, and I'm going to be able to educate the next client I'm working with. So, guys, take anything you can get. Work every avenue, even if you make. My first deal, I made $700 after all my splits. No fucking lie. $700. That's like my sushi dinner. So, yeah, guys, don't be too jaded, and yeah, leverage the team.
So congratulations, amazing accomplishment. And you know, she's just getting started, like totally not happy, not satisfied with her own production, you know, wants to hit that 40+ mark this year. And so, yeah, and that is a lot of sushi. I'm like $700 sushi dinner. I'm like, damn.
I eat a lot. I mean,
yeah, I know. Well, congratulations, you guys. I want to take a moment to talk about these people. It was kind of too long of a list for us to put it all together in a short time frame. So I wanted to, if we were in a room, I'd have everyone stand up, but I can't have you stand up. So I want to mention all these people because in this month, this is going to be one of our largest anniversary months. So I want to go around the room and I want to name these people off, and then let's have them all give a round of applause. I might call on one or two of these people to talk. So Michael the Savage, Rosa Moreno, Stephanie Pelasama, Juanita, Ben Rojas, Janita, Herson, Hanne, Roxanne, Kevin, Kate Hudson, or Kevin Bowie, Kate Hudson, Jason Ellis, Gurpreet, and Cynthia Andrade all had anniversaries in June. So you guys, thank you for being a huge part of our success. Thank you for being here with us and fighting through all of our challenges and watching us grow. So I want to turn it over really quick. If I can have one or two of you speak. Jason, can I call on you for a quick second, man? Happy anniversary to you.
Thanks, big guy. I appreciate it.
So, I mean, you came from other brokerages. We've obviously known you in this industry, my man. So just tell everyone, you know, your experience in this last year.
I mean, it's been great, man. And if you've spent any kind of time in real estate at a more traditional brokerage, I think you quickly learn that it can be kind of a lonely profession. You know, it's pretty isolated if you're just out there running with clients, but In my experience, there hasn't been a lot of interaction with my peers and colleagues unless it's at like events, like real estate events. So I think that's the biggest difference between like traditional brokerages and being on Team Fast, is just the like collaborative nature. And it's just a good time. I think one of the biggest things is there's a lot of successful agents on this team. And if you're a new agent, it gives you the opportunity to pull some really successful traits from these agents and implement it into your own business. So that's kind of what I've seen with this team, and just how it's different from the typical or traditional brokerages.
Well, awesome, brother. Well, we're looking forward to having many, many more years on this journey with you. And I just want to hear from one other person. Let's hear from Michael Sage. Michael is a younger cat in the business who's super driven, super focused, super savvy. And so Michael, my man, we just want to hear from you about, your kind of your year in review, if you can share with everybody. Michael, you there? Going once, going twice. We're going to turn it over to Honey. Roxanne, are you there?
Yes, I was about to interrupt you and say, I got something to say.
Oh, okay, listen, I'm going to shut up. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you to you and Kenny. I mean, like, this is unimaginable. I never would have dreamed I would be selling real estate and be super excited about it again. Previously, I mean, I always loved my business, but like Jason said, you feel like you're by yourself, and you are technically by yourself. And this is the first time I'm like, oh my gosh, every time I'm around everybody at the office, it's fun, it's exciting. People are sharing ideas. Everybody is succeeding. And what I love about it is everybody is succeeding. And that is so important when you talk about team, is that everybody wins. So I'm having such a great time. I'm so happy that what happened to me in my previous company last year actually happened in that moment. It was stressful. I was scared. My business came to a pause. I had to make a decision. But like, I just feel like it all happened for a reason, because I stalked Kenny for 2 years. And I'm like, this is now my time to reach out and be like, hey, I have to make a move regardless. And this is where I want to go. And I always knew, I've always followed Jen, I followed Kenny, I followed Dewey. Those were like the people like I knew about. And I'm like, gosh, they look like they're having so much fun. And I never have fun on my team. Well, it wasn't a team, actually, just my brokerage. But I just wanted to be a part of it. And now that I came to it, it is everything I thought it was going to be, but way more. Sometimes you come to a place and you're thinking, I wonder if it's really going to be like that. Or you join and maybe it looked like it was going to be like that, but you join and it's like, it's not really that fun. Oh my gosh, it's 10 times funner than I thought it would be. I feel like I'm living in a party. I'm having a great time. I just want to tell everybody, like, I love everybody. I love everybody's energy. And I'm so happy I got to learn to work with people. I've never worked with partnerships before. I've always just been the only one. And I'm just glad I get to learn all these different things. I feel like I just have a new energy in my business, and my clients see it too. They've pointed it out to me. So that's huge.
We see it.
Hey.
Right.
So I wanted to say that. I didn't want to get off the line without saying thank you, Kenny. Well, Karina, the whole thing, Molly, like everybody that's behind the scenes who we don't really see them, but oh my gosh, they do so much stuff behind the scenes. You guys have such a cool thing set up, and I'm just happy to be a part of it, you know?
And we are so stoked. I remember when Kenny and I met with you. I mean, like 30-something agent. Like I remember when we met with you, and I think it was one other person. I think Janita was with you and somebody else. But yeah,
I think you joined that week. No, you joined like you fully like joined.
Oh, I was ready. I was pretending I was interviewing you. I wasn't really interviewing you. I was on board. Like I knew where I wanted to be. I'm just really honestly, like from the bottom of my heart, I'm so happy to be a part of all of this. Even though sometimes I'm behind the scenes too, a little bit out here grinding and hustling, I love where I'm at. I love being with you guys. And this, what you guys put together, what you guys have done here, it's like nothing I've ever seen.
I mean, we're so grateful for you. And you know, to watch your journey in this road to 50 and really, if you guys see Roxanne, she's hustling hard. She's sweeping up. She's fucking getting, fixing sewer lines, doing everything she's doing. But she's having a damn good time doing it. And you're your positive attitude is something that we can all learn from. So we appreciate you sharing, and thank you for chiming in. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you said, Elias, hold on. I want to speak up. And you know, it's like, to think about this was ideas on paper in you know, less than 2 years ago. And to think what if it's evolved into, we have squad leaders and we're building departments, and we have Zillow Flex, and we have, you know, top producers, we have 150, we have all these offices, and we're going to have a new office and more offices and headquarters and new programs. Like, it's just crazy to think that these ideas were just ideas, and now it's all coming to fruition. So good stuff, Roxanne. Love it. Absolutely love it. You guys, in the coming months, we're going to be doing like a State of the Union address. We want to share with you what the big vision of the company is, where we're moving to in 2022, what we're going to be rolling out, things that we're going to do to improve, and just really make sure that we are ready and set to go to move into 2022. Because think about this, you guys, you have 158 days until we get into the new year. We got to start planning now. We got to start looking at what do we want to accomplish in 2022. And you guys, let's be real here. There's been some people that have left the company in the last couple weeks, and we wish them all the best. We wish them all the best, and hopefully our paths cross again. And we have an open door policy. You know, feel free to come back anytime to us. But at the end of the day, you guys have to really evaluate that, say, okay, you know, there's always going to be other companies out there. And if you want to have those conversations, Kenny and I say we encourage you to do that. But I want you to always look really, really hard at what there is available for you at this company. And if you're having challenges with here, and there's some things that might not be meeting your needs, we want you to come to the senior leadership department. Come to me, come to John, come to Molly, come to Kenny, come to Karina, bring that stuff to the table, and we'll do our very best to address it and make sure that we can find a better solution for you. And so we're here for you. This is not just family. We care about you. We care about your business, and we care about the future of this company, you guys. So make sure that you bring your stuff to us, and we'll do our very, very best to find a solution for you. All right, guys. So let's get back into this. How many people are going to, on the screen, how many people are going to the Tony Robbins event next month?
Yo!
Yeah. That's right. You guys, this is going to be an amazing, amazing event. Let me share my screen one more time. So you guys, this is going to be an amazing event. There's probably some names on here that there's probably some names that have not been added to the list, but like I said, we're going to be the biggest, largest represented team out there. Nothing's really changed. Oh, Kenny, I know people have been seeing it on your social. You want to talk about the thoughts that you're having about potential headquarters in Oakland? You want to talk about this?
Yeah, it's not, I talked to my commercial guys this morning. So we made I made a bid on this at full price. It's really cool. Let me pull up this link. I saw it that morning and went there and I put an offer on it. It was like, there was no pre-planning, by the way. So I've been looking at stuff because you know, like in Walnut Creek and Walnut Creek 2 in Oakland, like we have all these co-working space, but I think we're at the point where it's not as scalable. And it's also very expensive. So I want our own HQ. I think we can have this super, this office is badass. This is almost a 9,000 square feet building. A month and a half ago, I looked at it, I was like, holy crap, that's big. And then I moved on. I didn't really think of it. And then now, like a month and a half ago, we didn't bring on 40 more agents. So it's just been crazy. Like, okay, I need this HQ now to establish, like, you know, I think office space is really important, especially as a flagship. So this is the space we looked at and made an offer on. Currently it's within the architect firm has it. So it's not ours quite yet. Another person made an offer, so we're trying to get it. But how cool is this? Let me see. Sorry.
I mean, is this not us, you guys?
Kenny, is that the old Kimball's?
No, this is to the immediate. It's touching Fat Lady, 215 Washington Street. It's in Jack London. So you walk outside, you can see the movie theater right then and there. And then this is only one portion of it. This side is 6,700 square feet. No, sorry, 6,000 square feet. On the right side is 2,700 square feet that Toyota's renting. And I'm very, very strongly considering living in that loft once we get next year. So it's completely built out. The architect firm spent a year on plans getting city approval. They spent $900,000 on this repair, and then COVID hit, and they don't quite need it anymore. So it's just really, really cool. I think this could be our flagship office, at least for Oakland. And then and as we're going to more markets, we'll open more spaces. Roll up garage store, pull in. Couple conference rooms, huge back area. I don't even know what we're gonna do out space, but I think this. So we mentioned before, what like holiday parties and client appreciation event. This could be a community event center. On weekends, we can have football and get, like Kim Ko. You guys know Kim Ko. She crushes it. She's the #1 agent for condos in Oakland. She lives in Ellington and she hosts the games. She always reserves the game room. It's just a game room. It's not even large space, but this, imagine we had like stuff going on every week and we own it. Like how cool would that be? We can just maybe serve beer and appetizers on weekends. And instead of planning, people can come over here with the even larger screen. And what would that do for your business, right? So I'm super juiced. So we made an offer on this and we're looking, hoping to hear back by later tomorrow that they'll take us versus some other firm out there. So this is in San Antonio, but I'm praying that we'll get the spot.
Fingers crossed, you guys. And so, we're looking at down the road, we're even looking at a new, bigger place in Walnut Creek for next year that will be our flagship for Walnut Creek. And although we love Industrious and we love the style and the flow and the energy there, but to have our own space where we don't have to worry about fucking crabby neighbors or how loud we can play our music or what we can and cannot do, it'll be ours, just like Brentwood is ours, and we can bump and do whatever the heck we want to do. So big things coming in 2022. So that's why it's important well before the new year that we really have a State of the Union address. And to answer your question, Hurston, yeah, Hayward's on the map too, man. We have been looking at
space. Yeah, Hayward, the lease attorney's looking over the lease right now. I paid the attorney, and then that one's moving really quickly. And then for Hercules, we should have delivery of that office within the next 30 days. John is meeting with I'm putting the deposit in this week, by the way. So John's meeting our Hercules. So John is meeting our commercial designer to build that space out. It's just completely raw space. So I'm super excited. I mean, I can say for a fact, in the city of Hayward, in the city of Hercules, in the city of Oakland, if we get this one, we will have the absolute best looking space in the entire city for any real estate offices. In Walnut Creek, Tri-Valley Compass has had really cool stuff, but Compass is a multi $20 billion company. We're just one scrappy team, but we'll have literally one of the best spaces available, which is kind of incredible. Like a year ago in June, when Kate and a couple of people onboarded Jason, we got a 80 to 100 square feet room in Industrious. I was like, okay, we're setting up shop here. And then eventually grew to 2, 3, 4, 5 small ones. And then we got one big one. And then we got two medium ones. And then now we have 9 offices there, which is crazy to think how we've grown in just a short amount of time. But we didn't really start growing there. So like I'm already pre-planning, looking at, I'll drop a link later, this Walnut Creek space on Pringles and Northern California Boulevard. It's being built right now. It's funny because it actually faces Realty One Group. That wasn't the intention, but that was pretty funny to get that flagship office, and the rent will actually be half the cost it is industrial. So I think we're continuing to grow, and the more agent and Tri-Valley, and you guys know it's already, we're looking at Tri-Valley soon, San Jose, the Peninsula, San Francisco, Vacaville or Benicia, Stockton. So like 5, 6 more offices next year, and we'll probably start small co-working space, and then grow into it. But it's just crazy. And it also helps that we're on Zillow Flex. So Zillow Flex is feeding us. And as we grow, everyone, with the company model EXP, everyone is getting a piece of the pie, which is really cool. And then I saw me post like opening spaces, my revenue share at EXP is like about 20 grand a month now. And it'll probably be 40 and $1 million, 100 grand a month by next year, this time, which is crazy. So I can afford spaces, and it's for you guys, and I'm the one on the bill, but you all will have access to all these spaces and invite other agents to EXP Realty, whether they're doing completely solo or on our team, and they'll have access to all these spaces. So we're completely just dominating the market based on this model that is what the company.
And you guys, if this was like a KW or something, if you're part of the Walnut Creek office, you're not part of the Oakland office, we have this no borders mentality, right? We sought out to be, we said this last year, to be like the first regional team in the Bay Area, no boundaries, no lines, and no borders, to say, you know what, if you want to go and work in Hercules in the afternoon, go work there. We don't care. If you want to go to Walnut Creek and hang out there and work there, you guys can. So there's never going to be any borders. And they're also, what we're never going to do is we're never going to have desk fees, right? That's old school mentality. We want to have an abundance, because we feel if you're happy, you have cool environments to work in, you can bring friends, family, you can bring potential recruits and build your business. This is all for you guys. So really excited about the direction of where we're going. Once again, we'll have a bigger picture discussion once we get closer to the end of the year. Kenny and I have also discussed doing our own mini Tom Ferry event, but more information on that. We got to go through some particulars, but we got some huge things to come in. So it's an exciting time to be with Fast Real Estate. So that's
what would they do? This is like now we're on the same page. Like Molly brought up, like I literally saw the space in the morning and I made an offer. Like, so I'm making an offer. Just want to increase. Like, I don't know. I just go out and do things and I don't really tell people and we figure it out. So a lot of times by the time you see something on Instagram, I literally just had that idea right then and there. So that's why I don't know what we're doing, but something's always happening all the time.
Love it. Love it. So, obviously, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sharing with us today and being here. Yeah, absolutely, Chris, Walt Disney. I've been saying that for a year now. I want to go over to someone, Carol. Carol, this is new to you. This style of meeting is probably different than most meetings in a traditional real estate space, but what were some of your takeaways from today's meeting?
Well, I love the no borders mentality because I have, family that lives in San Diego, which I go to quite often, family that lives up in Lafayette, actually, and Walnut Creek. So I'm in that area quite often. And, I know so many people in and in between. So I like that whole feeling. I always felt that, I don't like to be pigeonholed into one area. So, but, knowing all those areas so that you can sell them, that's a whole different ballgame. So I like what I'm hearing. I love the energy of this group. So I'm excited. Yeah,
awesome.
Very excited.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And you guys forgot to mention this. We have a brand new training center that is in Concord. So we'll talk more about that as we're doing more events, and you guys are welcome to use that, but we'll be able to have multimedia. We'll be able to have tons of chairs, seats about 100 people. We're going to be doing some events really soon. So now we have our own training center. So we don't have to worry about lugging all the chairs from the different offices in Industrious and trying to, make sure to please everybody and not be too loud. We'll have our own space in Concord, and that will be ours. Going over to you, Joseph Chin. Joseph Chin, this is your first meeting with us. So my man, thoughts on the meeting, takeaways from the meeting.
Wow, this is really exciting. I mean, one thing that's sending us the no desk fees and talking to other brokerages, and I have some meetings later this week, but I think after this I might just cancel them. It sounds really exciting. And I hope Kenny get that space. That looks phenomenal. This is a good first meeting.
Awesome, brother. Well, thank you for being here. I want to read something that Jason wrote because I think it's important, and I want you guys to have some serious social awareness, or situational awareness. As you've seen, all been seeing street robberies are on a rapid rise in the Bay Area, more specifically Oakland and San Francisco. Keep your eyes open when you're out on the streets. Be safe, friends. You guys need to make sure that you have your head on a swivel. Don't be on the phone when you pull up somewhere. End all conversations. Make sure that you look around, you circle the block once or twice, and just be super, super alert, right? These people are broad daylight, you guys. So have your head on a swivel. Before you leave your house, make sure all of your shit is in the trunk. That way they can't just look in your car and be like, oh, quick come up. So make sure that you guys are, hey, maybe it's a time that you leave the nice purses at home, ladies, and use the Safeway bag or the old Lululemon bag or whatever you have. Like, make sure that you guys have. Say again.
Fanny packs.
Exactly. So
put them like underneath your clothes, then if you need to keep, like, instead of carrying a purse.
Okay, I like that. Not the Safeway bag. Sorry, Gabrielle. IKEA bag, whatever it is, something that's non-Prada, non-fancy. Make sure that you guys are out there head on a swivel. So before we head out, I'm gonna turn it over to Eric. Eric, our spirit animal, take us off the field, my man. Please do so. I know you're driving, but hit us with some of that Eric King love and take us off of the field today, brother.
You so sweet. Listening into all of this, like new agents, old agents, and having like the no boundary thing, I agree with that so much. And it's so cool to be part of something that's so collaborative where everyone helps each other. I really felt like a fly on the wall at my old brokerage. And, not to sound redundant and kind of, resonate with everyone else, but it was true, and I feel so, I don't know, it blows my mind that people would leave this, what we have, you know what I mean? I mean, look, you see Kenny, you know, our fearless leader just taking crazy risks to grow not only his business, but our business in mind. And you don't get that everywhere else. You know what I mean? Like at my last brokerage, the broker didn't even know who I was. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't putting up numbers then. But look, you put a little bit of, you know, support into those that have potential. And, you know, now, you know, I'm a squad leader. I'm a, you know, like it's just awesome. Like the growth and potential is limitless on the team. So I'm super stoked to be a part of it. And thank you for shouting me out. I appreciate it. I love you guys all. Let's crush the day.
That's right. That's right, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Congratulations to everybody that made the leaderboard. Congratulations to Jen. Congratulations to all of our anniversaries. Looking forward to celebrating with our top producers tonight at 6 o'clock at Palmetto in Oakland. See you guys this evening. Thank you for everything that you represent to this company. It means the world to us. And thank you for our guests for being here today. Have a wonderful fucking day. See you guys soon.